Hey guys, crew Blind Wave here. I'm Shane.
I'm Rick.
It's all fucked up. That's okay.
I'm Campbell.
This is Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders, season 1, episode 2. Last time. What
Last
happened?
time
We were introduced to everyone.
The whole Shelby family. Thomas, Cillian Murphy, who is kind of pretty much the leader because his Arthur Shelby Jr., his older brother,
Yes.
is not stepping up very much. I think Thomas is the one who's feared.
Tommy is feared, and also the smart one, clearly.
Yeah, for sure. Decided to keep the guns, ignoring his aunt's wisdom.
He's more intelligent, but I don't know at this point whether he's smarter or not by keeping the guns.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's
That might not have
true.
been a smart decision, but he was definitely seen to be more intelligent.
Might not be wise.
Yeah.
Polly Shelby, the women in the group, were kind of running the shit while they were away at World War One.
Yep. We're
Great
in
War.
Birmingham.
What's that?
The Great War.
The Great War at the time, just the Great War.
Yeah.
We're in Birmingham, England.
Yeah, Birmingham, not. Yeah, I said London a few times. I know you guys made it very clear. I should have said that. London. Danny was sent to London at the end after his death was faked, with this PTSD guy.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
chicken
He's-
blood,
he's
right?
got a special mission.
Sheep's brain.
That's right.
Okay, he's got a
Sheep's brain in the shell that splattered on him and made him knocked him out, basically. Made him
Yeah.
look real, and also splattered on Tommy's face.
yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah. Inspector Campbell, the badass
Chief
Sam,
Inspector
Chief Inspector Campbell. The badass Sam Neill. He came in. He's this badass, hardcore Protestant dude, completely uncorrupted. He came into Birmingham to clean up the place and get the guns.
He's England's Elliot Ness, and I love it!
He doesn't trust anyone. I don't trust any of you. He doesn't trust any of them
I
at all.
don't trust any of you.
I'll earn his trust before this reaction series is over.
Yes.
I
hopefully.
doubt it.
Hopefully. Yeah. Other than that, we just basically got we introduced all the characters. Also, the chick at the bar, Grace maybe. She's a spy.
She's a plant.
She's a plant from Sam. Well, we'll just call him Sam Neill. She's a plant
Campbell.
from Campbell. She's a plant from Campbell.
And Winston Churchill.
Yeah. Yeah. Winston. He hired him, right? He hired actually Campbell, didn't he?
He transferred him, or...
Yeah, he gave him the transfer.
We saw a little flashback of when they're on the train, I think. That was cool. But that's where we're at right now. Don't know where we're going. I don't know if we're going to follow Danny in London for a special mission or if we're just going to see how it unravels. I don't know.
Yeah, the guns are the big thing. The last thing that was kind of the through series of the episode was using like Chinese mystical powder to make the horse special.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that horse's name again?
Mahogany Boy.
Mahogany Boy.
Mahogany Boy.
That's what it was. Mahogany Boy. But he was getting talked down to, like, you shouldn't be doing this because you're fixing races and there's a different
it
gang.
looks like they're fixing races.
Sure. That owns that, and the Chinese have their own gangs. You stay out of
Which
Chinatown.
I believe it was Billy Kimber.
Yeah.
Was the name that was brought up.
Okay.
And
Fixer.
Campbell was talking about the three-headed dragon between the communists, the IRA, and who was the third head?
And the Peaky Blinders.
No, the boy is... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Peaky?
Yeah, Peaky Blinders. The mob in Birmingham. The IRA Fenians and
Right.
the communists.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a lot of play.
Yep. Yeah, there
So
is.
let's play!
Oh, shit.
That'd be mad. We're gonna play 2 up.
What? That's way more mad.
Yeah, someone's gonna get fucked.
I don't know this game. I don't know who wins.
Shut up, Arthur, I won.
Right,
I promised Johnny I'd let him have a spin in the car if he lost.
all right.
Shut up, everyone.
Well, that's your rumor. Yeah, but his mom was a diddy quay whore.
Oh dear. Oh, now we know why.
Razors in the hat.
Yep, they're blind.
Fucking, they've been making fun of each other's mothers for thousands of years, haven't we?
Yeah.
Do they have like a standard issue horse?
Black.
Is it part of the equipment?
Sam's has white on him.
I'm lighting candles for the boys from the garrison who lost their lives in France. Look,
Another dig at the man who didn't go to war for his
you
country.
didn't make it to France. Inspector Campbell.
You've heard of me. I've heard of you. But you know what I'm talking about.
He's a pot of gold.
Sorry. Misunderstood your intention when you pushed me against the wall.
Like Stephen Fry's defense.
Yeah. No, please stop. I'm getting an erection.
They said the Peaky Blinders had cleared out to the fair to let them do it. The guns, the chain, the Marquis, all the ones that pay you to protect them. The only one
They don't
touch
pronounce
was the
French
garrison.
like the French.
I see.
Mr. Winston Churchill, sir.
Need something a bit stronger before you answer the phone.
Are you any nearer to finding those stolen guns?
We are making steady progress.
We need results. Good night, Mr. Campbell.
No time. Busy man.
Got his message.
Side on.
Pregnant?
What are you doing?
How late are you?
5 weeks.
Oh, Lord.
7 if you count weekends. I think it's a lack of iron.
Uh-oh.
Like their black spot?
Just passing it on.
It's a bullet with his name on it.
Declaration of war.
Such a shithole, man. Yeah, especially industrially.
Gorgeous horse in an ugly world.
Yeah, the contrast is nice.
Horses are like, fuck this, going to America.
You get used to it. It's just noise.
That's what I say to myself every time you yell zip strip. Still haven't gotten used to it.
Tell me the man's name, Ada.
Rudolph Valentino.
Feel bad for that fucker, whoever he is. Oh, never mind.
Get out!
I said, tell me his fucking name.
Freddie fucking Thorne.
Oh.
Yeah. Your best mate since school, the man who saved your life in France. So go on, cut him. Cut him up and chuck him in the cut. I'm a Shelby too, you know. Put my fucking film back on.
God, it pissed me off. It's a little shit. Maybe my sister got to put it and left town.
That's not why he left town.
I know, but
Inconvenient timing.
On your wedding day, you'll have a good man on your arm. And you'll say, Polly, thank you for common sense. Take the train tomorrow.
No more raids into our territory. No more smashing up pubs. No more lifting my runners. You will turn a blind eye to all of my gambling operations. Also, I am planning an expansion onto the racetracks. I intend to do business with Billy Kimber.
He's laying it all out
I
there.
don't seem to have a pen. And what do I get in return?
I have what you're looking for.
Ooh, he said it.
I have the guns.
Oh.
Shit.
Damn.
Do we have a deal?
They both get something they really want. And he doesn't want a war. It's an awesome
I
shot.
need an answer.
I don't like this
Right now.
Sam Neill being handled. I don't like it at all.
Elise put the bad seed in the hoof and got an old woman to put a spell.
He went to war for that horse.
Bastards cursed it. Whatever it is, he says it spread to the other feet.
Seen curses like this twice. Can't take them back, Tom.
Arnold Schwarzenegger could have knocked him out with one punch.
How's your beautiful horse?
Wrong question. Ask about his sister next.
The king will be there.
King George.
No,
Me.
King Billy Kimber and all his men.
And I asked you to let me sing. It's part of the deal now too.
Since when?
Get up on a chair.
Free bird.
But I warn you, I'll break your heart.
Already broke.
In that neat little town.
Glad Aaron's not here. It's me.
He's back.
Freddie.
You came back?
Freddie, Tommy will kill you.
It's Tommy who tipped me off. Said get out of town. Take her with you.
That
So,
seems questionable.
Yeah.
you marry me.
Yes. Yes.
That's a hell of a spin, man. She went from going aboard a baby to marry the guy that she thought was gonna leave him.
Yeah.
But there was some shenanigans though.
Yeah. Who else would have gotten the message though?
Right.
And what did make you change your mind, though, Tommy?
Girl from the North Country Fair.
Time for what?
Great song.
Tommy took himself a walk.
Oh fuck.
Holy shit. It's Billy Kimber.
Mauser broom handles.
I said, is there any man here named Shelby?
Gotta give these men a drink. Everyone else go home.
Scatter like rats. Yeah. Roaches when you turn the light on.
Go on. Well, I'm the oldest.
Clearly.
You laughing at my brother?
Right, he's the eldest, you're the thickest. I'm told the boss is called Tommy, and I'm guessing that's you. Because you're looking me up and down like I'm a fucking tart.
I want to know what you want. Which one of you is the boss?
I'm Mr. Kimber's advisor and accountant.
And I'm the fucking boss, okay? Right, end of parley. You fixed the race without my permission. You fucking gypsy scum.
That is my name, Innes. It's from the Lee family. You were also at Waterloo's, Mr. Campbell, am I right? You started with nothing and built legitimate business. It would be an honour to work with you, Mr. Kimber.
Appeasing his
Nobody
ego.
works with me. People work for me. Pick it up, Pikey. Sit down. It's for your ceiling.
Thank you, Mr. Kimber.
We will be at Cheltenham.
As will I.
Oh. He's making a lot of moves.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure moves fast.
We can't mess with Billy fucking Kimber.
Get yourself a decent haircut, man. We're going to the races.
Ah, it's a good episode.
Hell yeah. A lot of
So
stuff
late.
happened. The least favorite of mine is
The least?
Inspector Campbell seemingly being put into a position where he has to no choice but to agree with them until we find out later. He's gonna pull some shenanigans himself.
I was gonna say it's the same with Tommy. Like
With Tommy and
him and Kimber.
Kimber.
Seems like he's on the back foot, but actually he's a step ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna team up with him.
It's a bold ass move to admit he has those guns.
Yeah, it really
To
is.
the guy that's looking for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen later on.
Yeah, me too.
Like towards the end, you know. So I don't know.
It's crazy.
And
And
we're
he's-
going. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, he's threatening. Not only does he have the guns, but he's gonna give them to the Irish,
Sell 'em, yeah.
The IRA.
the IRA at his old stomping grounds.
At
Yeah.
Belfast.
Yeah.
Where he gained his reputation and a name for himself there.
Yeah.
So he's gonna undo his life's work, his career's work, and start a revolution and all that stuff.
That is crazy.
So I mean, would you take the deal if you were him?
I mean, you would have to.
Yeah, but
If
he's
you
going to
wanted
try to
any-
pull some shenanigans.
well, I mean, he's gonna take the deal in the face of it, but he's gonna
Yeah.
maneuver to make sure that he has the upper hand,
Yeah.
to where he knows where those guns are and
Yeah.
can get them.
Yeah.
That's why he's using grace.
But he's taking the deal to buy himself some time.
Yeah. Yeah. They're on their way to the fair, and they met up with those gypsy bastard guys.
The gypsy bastard guys.
The Roma
War-shy
people.
gypsy bastard. I guess
Black blood gypsies.
Yeah, and what they were doing was they were trying to see who got the car and horse, I assume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were playing doubles up.
Which that sounds like a terrible idea.
He wanted that horse.
Yeah.
Which has some kind of infection in his foot or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what it would be. I don't know much about horses. The only thing I thought...
We had a horse farm, but they all got shots and they never got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
It's a different time now.
veterinary medicine does for you.
So. Yeah. Which is weird, because remember he was looking at the bottom of the horse's foot that one time.
Yeah.
You know? So,
I
that
guess
sucks.
either they disguised it or he just took the gamble that it would get better.
You notice that when he looked at the foot, then they started distracting him.
Yeah.
Calling him out, so...
Yeah.
I don't know whether that was staged to keep him away from looking at the feet too closely, or...
Yeah.
But there was other signs, too. It was like when they were bringing him back in the box truck. It was like, gonna go stable the horse. He was looking a little hoof-tired. Foot-sore, I think is what he called him.
Yeah.
So we also see why they call them the Peaky Blinders. We saw the razor hats in action.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be able to not get blinded. You know what I mean? Unless I was sucker blinded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you did kind of sucker blind him, though.
I mean, he was, I don't know. I mean, you blink so easily and you can react so quickly.
It's not like they're
razors
hidden.
would cut through your eyes.
Well, I know, but you could...
Or your eyelids.
You know, you figured he was far enough away where he turned around, took the hat off, and went like that to him.
Yeah, but he was expecting his reach to be from here to here.
Yeah.
But then you add a hat on.
Well, you saw him take his hat off, and you figured, like,
right
he knows
there.
these fucking blind people, you know, the first thing you do is, you know, make sure it doesn't happen.
They also
They
didn't
didn't
fight in the war, so they don't have much, like...
I didn't fight a war. I think I wouldn't get blind.
I also wouldn't want to block a razor blade either. I mean, it'd be
I
better
would
than
do
getting
it.
blinded.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
For sure.
Yeah, I've seen movies. I mean, I've seen situations like where my buddy, he was, what did you take, collie or a screamer or something like that, where, you know, you cover your neck with your hand.
Yeah.
It's just bones.
It's like that female titan.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the extensor.
Yes.
Extensor tendons.
So we got to see that in action. That was cool. Freddie, what? Freddie Thorne, he left because they were after him because he's a communist bastard, mind you.
He is.
Communist motherfucker. And then he came back.
Ada fucker. Came back, proposed, and is gonna just rub it in Tommy's face.
Yep.
Yeah, so did he really get word from Tommy? I don't think he did, but the show hasn't denied that.
I think he did because I think the song melted his heart.
Okay.
I don't think so, because what he said before she started singing was like, "So I'm right, and Polly's wrong."
Right.
Okay.
So I don't think he changed his mind during the song. I think that he found out another way and came back and he's sticking his fly in Tommy's ointment.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'm 50-50. We don't know yet. We'll find out hopefully next time. Polly, that moment when she tried to kiss Inspector Campbell.
He did.
Well,
she
first
did
I thought
kiss him.
at first I thought she was like trying to take something or plan something.
Yeah.
But she's just like, I misunderstood your intentions.
No,
You know?
she was just fucking with him. Put
Yeah.
him off his guard.
Yeah, it was just to, you know,
Yeah.
it was a defensive move.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. There's this one time at the Third Street House. There's this girl. I'll just fucking say her name, Heather. She was in a fight with another girl named Caitlin. They were drinking. I'm like, hey, don't do this shit here. You know, my buddy's just let it happen, man. Cat fight. I'm like, no. And this girl is like, you know, we're all friends, okay? So she slapped the shit out of Caitlin. So I shoved her against the wall. I said, fucking stop. And she started kissing me. I'm like, what are you doing? She was, sorry, I thought, you know, I'm like, no. So it reminded me of that. So I was like, I guess I can kind of see that.
And it stopped your hostilities, didn't it?
It really did. I was
See?
Like, it really did.
It fucking works.
I was like, oh man. But poor Sam Neill in that situation, he's like, oh, tear this place apart.
Yeah, he's like,
Yes. It was not a good episode for Sam Neill to look cool.
Yeah, it wasn't. Anyway, so he was able to, I mean, and he also knows from Grace being a spy that she's not the real boss. He wants to speak to the real boss, Tommy. You named him by name. Because that's, I guess, what you do when you name people.
Most of the time.
Also, I thought that was pretty cool how the Peaky Blinders, we see it today too, like these gangs, they rule these neighborhoods and they tax these guys and say, oh, it's for protection. But, you know.
But they're also giving back.
But in this case in particular, they're definitely giving back.
Yeah.
They hand out money, you know, we got to make sure these people that, we got to protect our name.
Well, it's a lot.
We got to have their loyalty.
It's a lot of Chicago gangsters with like Al Capone and stuff, right? Like they were some of the biggest philanthropists
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
just were killing people getting their money, you know?
Yeah.
They had so much money, they had to give it away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, they didn't
He got in
have
trouble for
to,
his taxes, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they
Yeah.
got him on, yeah.
Yep.
Tax evasion.
Oh, fuck. They're trying to get me on that now.
You better. I mean, you
Well-
may think you're gangster, but they got him.
You think you're a gangster, Shane.
Kevin Costner got him.
Oh, just that moment where he walks in the movie theater and he sits down. What's his name? I was scared for her.
Yeah.
And I was scared for Freddie.
For
yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah. Then she.
I'm still scared for Freddie.
I am too. She says it's Rudolph Valentino. I guess that's some person.
It must be an
I
actor.
think
It's one of the actors,
Yeah.
I believe, in the film.
And I thought I didn't know who it was. And I thought you thought.
Yeah.
Oh man, that fucking
I was
poor
like,
dude.
man.
But he walks in, kicks everybody out.
Yeah, I
turns the
thought
light
she just
back on.
was like giving her a bogus name, and he was just gonna go out and kill that poor fool.
Yeah, me too.
Damn.
I was like, that's so cold, fucking Ada. But she eventually, not through very much persuasion, gave up the name pretty quickly. Freddie fucking Thorne, she says. Yeah, and like I said, that conversation, I'm not sure why Freddie came back exactly. He obviously knows, but we don't know how, or if we don't know if Tommy has had a change of heart. If he did, we don't know if it's because of the song either.
I mean,
Sure.
I'm sure there was people. He's a foreman in the union, and he's a communist. So I'm sure they have their
communist networks.
Fucking
communists! My dad hates communists so much. My grandpa really hates them.
he probably couldn't watch this show.
Oh, probably not.
Like, Shane, how are these men allowed to exist?
That's my dad would
thrive.
Sam Neill's trying to take him out.
Yeah.
We do know, but before that, Polly tried to talk some, not sense, but try to reason with him.
Yeah.
But he burns a letter.
Yeah.
So at that moment he was out for blood, and I was legitimately kind of frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I also know their story's not done. I think he's gonna be a big player. They have his past. He saved his life. There's conflict there that we need to resolve correctly.
I also think it was interesting where he said, like, I got used to men dying, but not horses. I wonder if that's something that, like, actual has historical context, to where people serving, like, felt the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I've heard
You see
stories
so many
of,
men
of
die.
guys, like even in the Gulf War and stuff like that, they would have bomb dogs and stuff like that, and guys would have squad buddies and stuff die and stuff like that, but they'd freak out a little bit whenever they saw a bomb dog, actually find one and it would go off.
Mm.
It's just a completely different part of your brain that you're not expecting to have to deal with.
After the negotiation, after the deal between Campbell and Tommy, of course, he meets Grace in the opera, and he wants her to go deep, super deep, undercover. She's now officially part of like the
military,
the military operation,
Mm-hmm.
not just his personal spy. So he gave her a gun. Like when he said you need to go basically do anything, I thought he was implying you need to sleep with him.
Right.
But
Then he said, except for that.
Yeah, I thought that's what he meant when he said except for that.
Well, he was saying like, but that doesn't necessarily mean. And then she was like, "You underestimate me so much."
Yeah, so I'm very sure they will sleep together. But I guess I anticipate now she's going to be torn. We're going to have like a kind of like a The Departed type,
Well, and
she's a mole who starts to sympathize and fall in love with him.
It'll be a conflict between like her, what seems to be a father figure.
Yeah.
In Sam Neill or Campbell,
Yeah.
and then this person Tommy.
Yeah, and so I don't know the history between them. Like, he is some kind of father figure. I don't think it's her actual father.
No.
No, it's not. He served with her father.
Right.
Okay.
And he was the finest officer that he ever served with.
Okay.
But then the IRA killed her father.
Yeah.
And that's why they were talking in the museum while they were looking at art and talking about Tommy and stuff. Like, I don't want your previous experience with the IRA to influence. It is terrible. To influence your, how you behave and stuff like that. And it's like, no, it won't bother me.
Yeah. She goes.
She's doing this to keep the guns out of the IRA's hand.
Yeah.
As well.
When he does shoot the horse, he does seem pretty emotional, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she sings Tommy to sleep, in the bar. But it's weird how she tells him, like, the horse looked at me wrong,
Yeah.
He's taking a sad moment and saying, you know what, I'm a fucking badass. That's why. He doesn't want to talk about his feelings to her.
Never waste
Not yet.
tragedy, right?
Yes. I never do. How many times have I used How many times have I used tragedy for my self-interest?
How many times have you created tragedy for your self-interest?
At least twice. You know what I mean? And then, of course, Billy Kimber and his gang. I mean, they're obviously just a bigger gang than the Peaky Blinders.
Yep. They're legitimate, so they can be more in, daylight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not have to be behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And they're apparently very rich and powerful, because even as powerful as the Peaky Blinders are, Tommy was still saying, like, we've got the intel, and you've got the muscle.
You got the muscle.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, they rolled up there with a car and broom handles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With stocks on them. I mean, those are really new for the time.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they're semi-automatic box magazine-fed pistols. They're far superior to revolvers.
So they have some kind of uneasy alliance right now.
Mm-hmm. From what they were saying, they've got like a second meeting in mind. Nobody works with me.
Tommy
People work for me.
Bent the knee, but that won't last long.
But he had his fingers crossed on his back. Yeah. He didn't get to see Danny. I kind of want to know what's going on with him. What's he doing in London?
Thought at first it was him in the rain.
Me too.
Trying to get him.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like, is that Danny?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like Danny.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Danny's a big boy.
So, Arthur, okay, also, one thing to acknowledge is he asked who the boss was. Arthur said, I'm the oldest, but then he said, and then when he said, I need to talk to a guy, Tommy, like, no one argued.
Yeah.
So I think now it's acknowledged publicly that Tommy's kind of in charge.
Sure.
Arthur, he didn't acknowledge it, but he didn't argue, so.
Yeah. Well, he didn't say, like, I'm in charge. He just said,
I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
So
it fell to me.
I don't think we're gonna have any friction between them. Actually, I think it's just it is what it is.
I would think that the music would bring me out of it more than it does, but it always seems to fit. It's not like A Knight's Tale in that way.
It's a really cool musical choice. It's always very like gritty and
it's usually like a grunge.
Yeah, grunge kind of music, but it just fits
not period appropriate at all, but it still works.
Not, but it's appropriate.
Yeah,
in some way. It's not period appropriate, but
just a good composer,
Yeah.
For me, like, I just love the acting, the performances of Sam Neill and Cillian Murphy. I love Cillian Murphy ever since I saw him in Batman Begins.
He's great.
So I've kind of followed him a little bit in his career. He's a badass.
I thought he was okay, but I didn't love him until I saw him in this.
Yeah.
Where he actually gets to breathe the character.
Well, it's weird because he's this little, really skinny man. But in this, he's this believable badass.
He is believable.
His cheekbones is what it is, I think.
He's got cheekbones like Lena Headey.
Yeah, he's got these unbelievable cheekbones. He does, doesn't he? Lena Headey. That's pretty much all I got. I thought it was just a great follow-up episode.
It's moving a lot faster than I anticipated it to.
Me too. I thought the gun stuff was going to come later.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see if that pace continues.
Me too. And my biggest hope is that, I know this goes on for multiple seasons, and I want Sam Neill to be in all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, that's what I want, because nothing can top him.
No.
You know what I mean? So, all right. Guys, thank you so much for watching this with us. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you want to see the next episode, make sure to check us out on Patreon. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all the other good stuff. We're having a great time watching it, so join us.
Never
the
get
full
used
length
to
is
seeing
good.
buttons die.
I think you would. You've killed a lot of them.